If it bleeds, I can kill it.
Don't mind me, man. I'm just, here in the tower. I had this really good angle with, Eva. Wait, there we go. Eva is a lot creepier when you look at her like this. That's pretty creepy. He's like, Mrs. Voorhees out of Friday the 13th. There we go, right there. Teeth, eyeball, and everything. Oh my god! Happy Wednesday, everybody. I would have streamed Destiny 2 yesterday. But there was... I can't speak straight and think at the same time. There was... Let's warm up with some, strikes here. There was a patch that went through, and therefore the servers were backed up. So I'm like, nah, I'm not going to bother. Because it went live at, like, I think 2:30, and then they took it down again, because apparently with the spaghetti code that Destiny is known for, because it's... If you stop and think about what Bungie has done to this game throughout the years, from its base release back in 2017, there's a lot done. And I'm assuming that, like, any type of coding related to updating this in any sort is a nightmare. So when they implement something new, it fucks with something else, and they gotta take it down. People will complain, and rightfully so, but you gotta give them the benefit of the doubt sometimes.
The fallen will continue to...
I love this strike, by the way.
City unless we strike them down. Beneath the ruins of the Cosmodrome, in the shadow of an old colony ship, we've located the House of Devil's Lair, and the High Servitor, feeding them their strength. We must destroy this machine god, and send their souls screaming back to hell.
Between the amount of times I've run this in D1, along with D2, it has to be at least in the thousands. Oops. This spider's finicky, man. Some ammo would be nice. I would really like some ammo.
Pretty complex. I'll need time.
There we go. We got our ammo. Nice. Somebody left? Why? Whoa! Oh my god, but dude, I've been back in Destiny for a while. What the hell are you doing here? A lost monkey from the wild has appeared. What's up? Yeah, I've been playing this again since I would say a month and a half ago. There we go. Oops, that's a good guy. Sorry. But I will say, though, it is fun to just annihilate everything like I am. This is Wave Splitter. As you can see, it does some pretty good work. You know, I actually got paid from Twitch. And I was, you know, keeping my ear to the ground with D2 here. And I was like, oh, I mean, it's Destiny, dude, you know? You don't need me to explain. We've played this so much that you're like, yeah, okay, I get it. So I was looking at coverage for Lightfall, as well as just general, like, things here and there, and I'm like, you know what, let me dive back in, why not? And I really don't have any regrets. I picked up the Lightfall Deluxe Edition, and I'm pretty much set for the year, which is good. And what I like about this, though, is this is something I know I'll play that is actually good. Out of all the AAA crap we get today, with, like, all those terrible PC ports and all that shit, I'm like, if I'm going to play one thing, it has to be consistent, and it's at least going to be this. And, of course, it's something we're familiar with, something that we love. I figured, why not? It's like a win-win. So, here I am. So, let's see here. But I was back in it for Beyond Light, and then I skipped a year, and then here we are again. It was my Destiny to go back. But yeah, dude, I mean, as a Destiny fan, I mean, I just love playing this, really. So I usually dip in a couple hours a day. I took the past few days off. There's only 2 of us, by the way. Third guy dipped out. He's coming. No, maybe not. But I will say, man, I will never forget, and I say this every time, and it has to be said, I'll never forget all of the crazy hours we put into this as a whole back in D1. Those will always be my most fondest gaming memories ever. And I know we all moved on, and we're all playing different things. You know, you and Vic play your PUBG and all that, but part of me still wishes we all sat down together and did the Destiny together. Did they not kill the other brig? Really? There we go. But yeah, I'm still my hunter. Really? It's just Vic now. Vic, dude, it's so weird how your brother and I were always like, what do you are you playing? Whatchamacallit? Are you doing WoW or what are you playing? But it's funny how Vic and I, we always play the same thing. We just play different things of the same thing. Like he's PUBG, I'm Destiny. He's Marvel, I'm Tekken. Like we never met in the middle, even though we are pretty much doing the same thing. Tower of Fantasy. Oh, okay. I remember that one time I came over to watch Mr. Robot when you were living in Shelton, and you and Jen were both on your laptops together. Does she still play it all or no? Oh man, kids are great! Yeah, I love my kids! They ruin everything! Olivia, Natalia, I love you! Stop ruining everything! Oh, ooh! Jen has been playing Hogwarts Legacy? Seriously? Look at that life bar go down. Dude, that's awesome. Hogwarts Legacy was incredible. I streamed that from day one. And it was probably one of the best things I've played pretty much ever. Like, it's an interesting concept. I mean, dude, you're in Hogwarts. I mean, it's fucking awesome. You're in that's my hunter bike. It's really freaking good. Give out commendations. And what I enjoyed most about it was it made you feel like you were that character. You know how most characters, like, you play them and you're a vessel, you know, like you're Gordon Freeman or you're Master Chief, but you feel like you are your character in Hogwarts. New protocol? Oh, that's cool. It's good to hear that the Jen's playing Hogwarts, man. I mean, you know, Maha, she played Destiny when we were first going out, so like she could keep her eye on me. No, but in all seriousness, she played it so she could be with me when we were apart, and I can't speak any more highly upon that. But, you know, she plays this, like, Tetris knockoff on, she plays this Tetris knockoff on her phone, and that's, like, the most amount she games. It really did, man, and if it wasn't for you and Drew talking about Manjala armor constantly, and like, Mida multi-tool, to the point where Vic and I were almost telling you to shut up about it, but you brought us in. I wouldn't have gotten back into gaming if it wasn't for you and Drew and Destiny. I wouldn't have built my PC if it wasn't for Destiny. I wouldn't have created my Twitter account if it wasn't for me meeting Deej randomly and playing some random games with him in D1. It's weird how this is like... This is our Allspark, if you want to get into Transformers. Yeah, it's crazy, man, and this game will always be my personal favorite. It's just, it sucks that it's server-based. That's my only complaint about it.
She hungers for battle.
Yep. And how you used to do the Batman all the time? Do the Batman! Hold on! I gotta wait till I'm dead! Shit, Batman. Yeah, man, best gaming memories ever. And that's why my entire studio here is decked out with all Destiny stuff, because this game is important. You know, and it's crazy how gaming transcends like that. You know, I talk about that on stream all the time. Let me turn this volume down. I talk about that on stream all the time, where games are a special medium, even more so than film and music. No, dude, no. No, in D2, they got rid of that. You can't self-res. You have empowering rift. So, you know, hunters have their dodge, titans have their shields, warlocks have their wells. So you can get offense or defense capabilities while standing in it. It is, but dude, I mean, considering the way D1 was structured, that was OP, especially in Trials. That's all you had with warlocks. Warlocks with self-res. They got rid of that, but, I mean, overall, dude, this is still, I mean, I'm still playing this. It's still really, really, really fun. And really, it's fun. And it's still pretty damn good. I mean, dozens of people play this game, dude. Millions of people play this. I think that says something. But at its core, it's still the same. You know, you're one of 3 classes using 3 types of weapons with 2 types of ammo, special or heavy. They have unlimited primary ammo now. You notice here that I have my Night Watch. It's unlimited ammo for primaries. That's one thing they did change. No, I don't have a group. I'm part of a clan, but like with the way I game earlier on in the day and stream, I should say, trying to schedule something is a big pain in the ass. That's the biggest thing about raiding still, is it's a time commitment. And even the people who play, they got their regulars and all that. It falls back to how we used to raid, even though I'm still part of a crew. But I'm part of a clan. They're good people. What are these guys doing? I love this emote, by the way. Ah! But I don't really raid. I pretty much go by myself. I do a lot of Crucible, which I will be getting back into later. What are these guys doing, man? I do a lot of stuff on my own. But I like it that way, because the way we used to play together ruined it for me. But I was running some Crucible with a couple of people the other day. One guy was complaining so much I wanted to gut my ears. Trials, I don't really do much. The only Trials stuff I got is my Crucible armor from Year 1 Trials. Which is still pretty fucking badass, I will say. But they got Transmog in D2 now. I'm trying to think of, like, the biggest things that they've switched around for D2. And it's not, it's really the same thing. What the fuck is this guy doing? Really? Really, dude? Just pushing me around and... but really, there's not really a lot of noticeable changes. There's a lot of subtle changes. There's way too much to list. But it's all, I would say it's all pretty much for the better. I mean, you know, it's Bungie's game. They're gonna make it the way they want to. And, you know, we just have to put our hands out and hope they don't spit in it. As I like to say, put your fucking hand out. Bungie just gave me my shit. But you still got bounties, you know, you still got your group activities. You know. You still have all of your mainstays. It's just, you know, what are they switching up for the seasonal sandbox? There goes my orb of light. You know, what's the most powerful thing? What's the newest thing? It's pretty much a seasonal sandbox, is the best way to describe it. Things are always rotating around, things are always changing somewhat, but at its core, it's still the same thing. So I think if you tried to get back into it, if it wasn't for us playing together, yeah, we can. Yes, we can. We can crossplay. The way it works is, if you're on console, you're always going to be matched with console players. And if you're playing with a friend on PC, you will match with PC players. But if you got this on PC, and we're playing around, we could match together, yes. But I think what would happen is, you know, you would start playing and be like, ooh, this is awesome. And I think you would only stick around for the beginning of each season. And you would probably dip off a little bit after that until the new stuff comes out. You can enjoy quite a bit. You can enjoy quite a bit free to play. I would say do this, right? First of all, if you want the Lightfall expansion, which after this strike, I'll go ahead and go into the menu and show you everything. So you get a much better idea. But $100 for the year, which I think ain't bad. Or you could go like season per season, which will cost you like $15. Because Lightfall is free to start, but in order to enjoy all the endgame stuff, some strikes, and like all the playlist things, you will need to pick up the expansion pass. Which, I mean, dude, you know, say what you will, complain about it if you want, whatever. It's worth the price of admission, if you ask me. It's totally worth the price of admission. We love Destiny. But this is the boss here. Let me kill the boss so I could give you my full attention. Because I'm trying to speak and shoot at the same time, and I'm spinning my wheels a little bit. So just this is like the end. Give us like 2 minutes. Yeah, pretty much. But this here, dude, this is the best. I fucking love this emote. I purchased this. I fucking love this. This is woo! Like Farva popping the cork in Super Troopers. Like woo! That's how I feel. But let's kill this boss, and I'll give you the full gamut here so you have a good understanding. That's Keitel, by the way. She's Callus's daughter. You'll hear her narrating every now and then. But dude, one thing about the current sandbox is we are all super powerful. And we could clear shit really quickly, and it's a lot of fun. It's very addicting, as you know. It's Destiny. But yeah, we just gotta kill Ignivan, and I'll show you everything you need to know. But I'm glad you stopped on by, man. It's been a while since we chilled with just gaming. Usually we're just together during our quarterly get-togethers each year, and that's it. So it's nice to have you here, really. It is. It's awesome. Alright, there we go. Ooh! And this works for everything. We just beat the strike.
You have claimed
There we go.
victory in the right of proving it.
Whoop!
I am bound to
All right, so let's see. We give out commendations. He's best dressed, and he was fun, or he was thoughtful. All right, so we're gonna quit and go to orbit. You know what? In all honesty, man, the 1080 Ti is still a beast. I mean, I don't like download. I can't get Tears of the King running. I was curious to see how that would run in Yuzu, the Switch emulator, but like running Switch at like 1080p, like it, you know, depending on your processor, the 1080 Ti will run moderately well or very well. And I'm running a bunch of stuff. I'm emulating old school stuff like PS3, Xbox 360, and as long as it's well optimized, it still murders. I mean, yeah, we could have some more RAM and more processing and computing cores and all that stuff, but dude, our 1080 Ti's, they'll probably last us at least another few years before we have to, like, honestly upgrade. You know, but then within the next few years, like the 480 and the 3090 and the 4090, those will be far more reasonably priced. So, going back to Destiny here, here's your expansions, okay? Actually, hold on. You probably could. If you were around the D2 era, I forget if you guys played D2 around launch. I can't remember. But crossplay does exist. So whatever was on your D2 account should transfer over. But you can see here, these are all of the expansions: Forsaken, Shadowkeep, Beyond Light. Witch Queen Dungeon Key. I'm not sure how all of these work, but you could pretty much dive into just about everything on a basic level. You could do basic Crucible, you could do basic Strikes, you could do like the opening for free. But these here, the annual pass here, it's 100, and then seasonal stuff, it's 15 per season. Okay, so you could go in free to play, and this is what I suggest you do. I would imagine you're going to go through Steam, right? Don't go through Epic, go through Steam. Steam is, that's a personal opinion. Yeah, do the free to play first and see how you feel with it. I mean, dude, I'll go as far as like, if you want to jump on, I will not hesitate to join you. I wish we all still played. I know I sound like a codger and like, oh, let go and all that. No, it has nothing to do with that. It's just the fact that we were together and playing together. And that to me is the most important thing. We're still together, right? That's really all it boils down to when I say I want to hang out more, I want to do this and that. It's just I missed it. We used to be like this. You got to call in 50 minutes. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But the point being is install it, fiddle with it, see how it runs on your computer, do the free-to-play thing, get your feet wet with that. I'm not trying to sell you to buy Lightfall just so we can play together. That's on you. That's on you. But see how free-to-play goes. These are supposed to be your balls. That's Jen's job, sorry. But in all seriousness, man, download it, see how it runs, see if your characters transfer over, see how things feel for you. And if at the very least what you'll do is you'll do free-to-play just to fuck around and you'll enjoy it, that's fine. But if you really enjoy it, Lightfall's story sucks. It feels like I don't have time to explain why I don't have time to explain. The game, but when you get past the kind of lame story, right? When you get past the lame story, the gameplay is still very good. The gunplay is still the best in the industry. A lot of, like, Destiny hardcore, like Ascatros and, like, even Skill Up still plays a lot. Like, they'll say, yeah, the way they monetize it and all that, it does kind of suck compared to the way it was when it first came out. But they will still say that the gunplay in this is incredible. And that's the hook that keeps everybody coming back. True Vanguard, he's still around. He did a video on that the other day saying, like, why do we still play this the way we do? It's because it's fun and the gunplay is addicting. And that is all you need, man. And I say again, see how it feels to you free to play. And I guarantee you what will happen is if you do end up purchasing Lightfall, you'll be set until next year. Next March, I think, is when the final shape will come out, which hopefully it surpasses our expectations. You'll probably stick around for the beginning of each season, and you'll probably dip in once a week just to, get your XP buffs and your weekly whatevers. I guarantee you that's what you'll end up doing. And there's nothing wrong with that, because, a lot of people play this differently. I play this regularly. Again, I usually play about a couple hours a day, whether it's on stream or off stream in the morning. And I leave it at that. And, like, I took the past few days off. Like, I did so much Crucible 2 weeks ago, dude. It was crazy. But, again, at its core, it's still really, really good, dude. And you can see I have all my weapons here. Oh, I think you'll like this. Check this out. This is the BXR Battler. This is from, that's the battle rifle from Halo. That's part of the 30th anniversary pack. Let's see here. I'll show you my Crucible Hunter. Why isn't this loading in? What's going on here? Come on, man. I'm showing one of my bros, my Destiny character. There we go. You can actually transmog your character now, which is pretty cool, but that's my Crucible set. Are you going to go mouse and keyboard, or are you going to go controller? I can't play mouse and keyboard, dude. I can't do mouse and keyboard. I love this armor, by the way. This is like chef's kiss right here. That's year one flawless... yeah, see, I can't, dude. Like, you have a leg up on me there. You'll probably beam me quite a bit in Crucible. But you could go controller or keyboard, whatever you want to do. And you have a lot of multifaceted options available. So let's see here. All right, so let's continue with this. But yeah, dude, best thing you could do. It's free to start, as they all are. It's not free to play. It's free to start. They try and hook you in every way possible. I mean, you can see the store here. Like this can be overwhelming at first. Like there's seasonal stuff, there's event stuff, there's seasonal offerings. You have all this armor, which I do have a majority of. You have bright dust stuff, and then you have all of your expansions. It can be overwhelming, but don't worry about the store tab. Install it, see if it scratches that itch again, and then take it from there. If you go free to play only, just to dick around a little bit, you want to squat up and do some Crucible or whatever, which actually I'd be against going in Crucible with you. Yes, because I'll match up against mouse and keyboard players and I'll get shot out. But items that make you stronger. Here's what's interesting now, okay? Remember D1, I want a yes or no out of this, and let me know if you got a book, or if a commercial comes up. Do you remember D1 where you could go into your subclasses and adjust all of those nodes? Remember, like you could go faster, you could have more armor, you could recover more. Remember that? And then you had discipline and strength and all that stuff. You remember all that shit? I mean, dude, we played the fuck out of Destiny. You should know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, shame on you. Okay, you do. So now with armor, as you can see here, each random stat drops are now a thing. And if you notice there, mobility, resilience, recovery, discipline, intellect, strength, they have those +2s, those little parts of the gold bar. That means that I rank this up to level 10. And that costs currencies, of course. And then, of course, 10 energy means 10 total slots. Okay, so you could put in little mods like a strength mod. We get +10 to strength. We get +10 to mobility. You could stat build as much as you want. And then you have perks. So this is my PvE set. I get more special armor or special ammo on pickup. And I get orbs of power on void kills. You could do that with just about anything on any piece of chest armor. Arms armor, legs, etc. I have leg exotics, stompies, of course. Bones of Ao, remember that? It's the same thing. Star Eater scales, essentially, you get a buffed super if you collect orbs of light when you're fully stacked. But you could go ahead and stat distribute and perk distribute on your armor. And where you said, will things make you stronger with weapons? There are intrinsic perks with weapons that synergize with your build. So as an example, Wave Splitter, Supercharged Battery. When you pick up an Orb of Power, you get like an extra buff to your damage. And with the way my build is, I get Void Kills with this constantly. It feeds into Orbs of Power, which build my super, and also build into the Supercharged Battery perk. So you could get stronger by doing specific things per each build. Warlocks have it, Titans have it, and they all have it based off of their subclass. And there are 5 subclasses now. So we got the Classic 3, which is your Void, your Solar, and your Arc. And then you have Strand, which I haven't used it much, but it's there. And Stasis. Stasis is fun. So based off of your subclass, based off of your armor and its perks, and based off of your weapon perks, you could get stronger that way. And then, of course, you could like apply different cosmetics. So you transmog, you have to get a currency to unlock something, but you could really go to town with making like different builds here. So that's a Season of the Splicer Helm. And then we could put on, say, I don't know, deluxe sleeves, and then we could, I don't know, we could put on this right here. The exotics don't count, and then we want to put on a different cloak. Like, you could make your character look however you want. You could apply shaders however you want. Like, it's pretty, it is overwhelming, but considering the history we have together with this game, once you understand it, it's pretty simple. But remember, it goes down to your stats. As you can see here, I have stats built up to this. All of the stats culminate here to these, etc., etc. Now it explains everything. So you have your mobility, your resilience, your recovery, your discipline, your intellect, and your strength. So think of it as D1, but updated. It's really, at its core, it's been the same since the game first launched. There's just extra flourishes and extra things that you could do in order to build your character the way you see fit. So, if you're feeling that itch, dude, and you want to dive in, the least you could do is go free to start. And I say free to start, because at the end, if you really want to break it down, all of this really ain't free. And if you want to experience the most, you're going to have to buy into it. Which, again, I had a Twitch payout in February. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to actually purchase Destiny. Why not? And I've been hooked, man. I mean, you know, the story for Lightfall, it feels like a filler season. And that's really my biggest complaint is now you have seasonal stories, and once they're gone, they're gone. It's not like D1 where we could hook back into it and be like, hey, I want to play the I don't have time to explain mission, or I want to do that really cool Vault of Glass mission. Can't do that anymore, which sucks, but the gameplay and everything is still there.
Similar gateways as the Cloud Arc, which means
And you're actually going to see
gain access to
the new Lightfall enemy here. He's going to pop up right around there once we hit a certain threshold. Once we clear enough ads. There he is. So I picked up an orb, and now I have a supercharged battery, which melts the shit out of everything. Alright, dude. I'll be alive for a while, so I ain't going anywhere. Got him.
Let's follow those Taken and remove them from the system.
I need ammo.
Hey, Guardian? I'm not sure just how much damage these Taken can do, but hopefully we can beat them to the punch. The Cloud Arc is built on the energy field produced by the Veil. It's resilient, but not impenetrable. The maximum would be impossible. Maybe getting rid of whatever is at the center of this will also help our Vex problem. Maybe.
There's got to be a way to destroy these blights. We can't let more
It's
of
my
them
volume.
form.
Sparrows! I love that my sparrow is a spider. Fucking awesome. If you fall off, you start at the beginning, which sucks. You don't want to do that. I feel like we're on Mario Kart here. guy is murdering everything before I can get to it. Nice. Excuse me. Thank you, dude. Much appreciated. The Predators say thank you as well. Woo!
This is the access point. Let's get rid of that taken before it opens a path into the cloud arc.
Damn. Feel a little slow to the punch today. He's up. Shoot the everything bagels. If you've seen Everything Everywhere All at Once, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, we got it. Nice. Represent, son.
We're back in business. Defenses are back up and taken or cleared out.
There we go. All right. Put out your hand. Give a commendation. There we go. I love my PvE set. Ooh, I got my 1810 arms, finally. I'm just missing chest and cloak. Alright, let's go for it. Hold on 1 second. Sprung. Or Mercury Vex Chrome. So 3 distribution. Plush shell. Sparrow, my ship, and my emblem. I always switch things up. Oh. Excuse me. For Crucible. Yeah, that's badass. Oh. Little plush shell.
The rule is simple.
Claim their
Enemies
crests.
claim their crest.
Vex Mythoclast. Nice. Whoa! That guy came out of nowhere. Holy shit. I was avenged. Please. Get over there. I'm rotating. not doing so hot.
Oh, look what you have. Fire team that fights together stays together. Remaining.
Got him. Damn, dude, I can't get anything going this match. Getting shut down everywhere.
Your enemy is pushing for victory. Punish them for it. Glory comes and goes, Guardian.
That wasn't so good,
You want it,
but that's just a warm-up.
yours again.
I am all thumbs today. That's it. Yeah, that was not good. That was a bad match. Good.
Supremacy.
Damn.
Slay your opponent. Take their crest.
Excuse me. He had a rocket launcher. Damn. Dude, why is it... I'm getting matched with, a lot of people don't know what the fuck they're doing. How is it 2 to 10? Shit, I'm stuck in a corner. God damn it. Six to 44, dude. Come on. These guys are just steamrolling me, man.
Shut the enemy down. Only 5 minutes left.
Shit! Two daybreaks? Dude, we're screwed. We are so screwed right now. I'm running back.
Shut the enemy down.
Traded.
Shut them down.
Nice. It's stroking my ego a little bit. I feel better.
3 minutes left.
$19 to 111, man. This sucks. What are these guys doing? Why isn't my team doing anything? Yep. Ah, today sucks. Shove me into a meat grinder. Seriously?
Only 1 minute left.
Oh my god.
Enemy is pushing for victory. Punish them for it. 30 seconds.
Dude, I can't do anything here, man. Yikes.
Comes for us all. There's no true defeat except surrender. Fight again and make glory yours.
We're gonna leave and we're gonna requeue, because this sucks. Damn. Ugh. Yikes. Five stack? Jesus Christ. Axel or Mega? Axel or Mega? Okay. Hello, everybody. Glad y'all are here. Matchmaking has been an atrocity so far today. Alright, I'm not the best Crucible player around, but god damn it. People need to work together and not just quit when shit's going hard.
Supremacy.
Okay, so we got at least what? We have a team of 3 on our side. Thank God. That's me. That's my guardian. I do wear my Kaiju Hunter shirt deliberately when I'm playing
The
Destiny.
rule is simple. Defeat your enemy, claim their crest. Down.
Nice. Crimson, good, good. A little too far on that one. Boom. Strong start, dude. Ah, matchmaking is weird. First two games, I got my face shoved in, and now I'm shoving my face in their face and making faces and killing faces and shooting faces. Ah, should have known better. Jotun. He was waiting.
One final push and victory is yours.
Got one. I'll take the trade.
Could not ask for a better victory.
Finally!
The Red Legion couldn't take your glory, and neither can your peers. Excellent.
Did I got a Knucklehead radar? I don't really use this. I'm getting pinnacles for duplicate items. I hate when that happens. That was better. Thank God. Okay. We're breaking those games up because we like to keep fucking with you. Right up. That game was much better. The first two were just... That's much better. Ship is awesome. I love this ship. I just clipped through that black one. I literally just clipped through that black one.
Supremacy.
We're up against two stacks. That always happens to me, man. I'm always against stacks. Why can't it be even? Just even. Ugh.
Slay your opponent. Take their crest.
That was dumb. That was really sloppy. Let me see that again. Yeah, that was dumb. My acquisition's a bit off today. Thank you!
You have my respect, Hunter.
Nice. I love how you can see the footsteps. That's a nice little touch. Anyway.
More, Guardian.
Damn it, I wasted my grenade.
Nothing.
A little rough. I was gonna say, if I died to that, I would not have been happy. It's so far, it's over! Man. Fuck it. I deserve that. That was really sloppy. I'm making sloppy plays here. Okay, why are you... I'll take the kill, but why are you just standing there?
Shut the enemy down. Hold strong, and this battle is yours.
Ah! I tried to be cool. I've maxed out on enhancement. Or, yeah, I gotta spend and get a golf ball. I need a golf ball. That was a lot of effort for one guy, man.
Enemy there. Fight on and claim victory.
Oh shit. He has the yeah, that thing.
Strength in numbers, guys. Excellent. Well fought victory.
I love that emote.
Those crests mean glory is
Finally!
yours, guys.
Found our footing. First two games were brutal, dude. Ooh, those first two games sucked. That Titan looks awesome. Foible!
Checking.
Let's see what we've got for you.
Nothing. Hmm. Ah. Bad rolls.
Why can't those rookies in the Crucible be more like you? Victory spells nice, guys.
Hi! Ooh. Ah.
Careful out there.
On, dude. Let's make mouthpiece instant because I really like that hand cannon. All right, let's go back to Shaxx for a moment. And then we'll hit up a little more Crucible. Oh. What? Okay. I got an ornament for an exotic I don't have yet. Okay. Cool. Nobody ever goes here anymore, man. I forgot about this little nook.
Tell me, you don't fear Vanguard operations? Do you fear the Crucible? Victory smells nice, Guardian. But the Red Legion's not gone. What news from the war front?
You know what? Let's switch it up for a little bit of control. Let's switch it up for just a little bit of control. And how'd I do on the last game? It was like a 0.5, a 0.5, a 2.5. Jesus. Yeah, we're definitely warming up. It's gonna be nice to do just some control. Posted a video to YouTube. People can't watch it in Russia. All right, what do we got? I always check out the roster See what I'm going up against. Okay. So Mixter Kickster. It's gonna be nice to not have to go after crests, man. I've been conditioned to that for the past week and a half.
Control.
Hardcover, angles, play your life. 3 rules I've come up with. Hardcover, angles, play your life. I was not paying attention to that for the first couple of games. I love that plush ghost. So awesome.
Show your enemy this place belongs to you now. Take the zone. Enemy claims zone A. Enemy claims zone B.
Can't go close. Pushed around. Oh! Not. Whoa, what? How the fuck? Was that stuck in the ground? I think so. Nice. He was waiting. Good shit. That was a good shot.
Captured zone A. You have zone advantage. Zone C lost.
Fucking bumper doesn't work. Nice. Oh! Shit. That was close. Nice shot, dude. Good shot. Got one. Hey! We killed the super guy! Ah! Nice one, dude. Damn.
Zone A locked. Your enemy has power. Zone C.
Okay.
Your enemy is pushing for victory.
Thank you.
Punish them for it. Zone A captured. Zone advantage.
That was stupid.
Defeated. Fight again. Persistence is key. No, not this time. Controlling those zones is the only path to victory.
I'll take it. That's for later. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, what do we got? A Hammett. Good old Widow's Court.
Control.
Nice. Okay. We actually have a 2-stack on our side.
those zones and hold them to your last breath. Capture Zone C. Enemy claims Zone A. Enemy claims Zone B. Zone A captured. You have advantage.
What? You're welcome. Hung jury. Does that mean the jury is like well endowed, or?
Zone C lost. You're falling behind. Zone A lost. It's a power play. Get those zones back. Captured Zone C. You have advantage. Zone B lost. Zone A captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Got one. I'll take it.
You blaze a path for the rest of us.
Blah, 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 blah.
Zone C lost.
Nope.
Zone B captured. You have zone advantage. Zone A lost. Now make it rain.
Ah!
Zone B lost. Power play. Enemy has your zone. have advantage. 5 minutes remain. A strong start. Fight on. Fighters like you blaze a path for the rest of us. That's why we have fire team.
Ah, I thought he had one! God damn it! That was awesome!
Zone B lost.
Dude, Hunter all the way. And of course, woo! Got him. Jerusalem? What?
Zone advantage is yours.
We love the Crucible.
3 minutes.
That's my wave.
Winning.
And of course, you didn't say the magic word. Did you get the milk? You're a lazy son of a bitch! You always forget the milk!
Fire team that fights together.
Storm Trance is still a thing.
Your enemy has a power play. Zone C captured. Zone B captured. You have advantage. Keep it up.
God damn it! Really? What's it about? I mean, well, it's about honor. No, but seriously, like, what's it about? Is it his life story or something? I am totally watching that.
Zone B lost. Zone A captured. You have advantage.
You know, it's a documentary about Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Zone
Who?
C lost.
Who's that? That's Taraba. I should try that out. Ooh, really? In my new movie, we look out
Minute. You have this.
and we clutch our enemies and turn them to dust. There's somebody over there.
Captured Zone B. You have advantage. I could
Woo!
not ask for a better victory.
Woo! Woo! Orpheus ring?
Zones controlled. Targets eliminated. Nice work.
Grants Deadfall and Mobius Quiver energy. That's a good roll. I don't normally use this, but I'm going to keep these. Yeah, dude, this I will. Oh, this armor is glued to my hunter. I wear this proudly. It's like a badge of honor. I went flawless in year 1. Not bad. Damn. I went flawless in year 1, and like ever since they implemented transmog, this is never going anywhere. Good stat split too. But I mean, it's essentially these are all. It's a Lightkin set. I like to have the same sets across the board. So the Lightkin set was what was available in Season of the Splicer, and I got good rolls on the whole thing, and I turned it into my flawless set. Good shit. What else do we have besides control? Every week they rotate it up. So this zone control and supremacy. It's fuck Rumble, dude. No thanks. I'm not that good. But yeah, dude, I say at least install it, get it through Steam or whatever. I say get it through Steam. Everybody has Steam. I have like 20 games not even on Steam. And go for it and see how it treats you. Whenever you want to squad up or whatever, I'll roll with you, dude. I don't care. We'll do it. And we'll take it from there. Keep me posted too, man. I hope they get into the Eastern side of things, meaning when he did those, Yal Sal Boy! Remember those? Talk about him when he was, in the Land of the Rising Sun doing his adverts and all that shit. But that's the, let's see here. I'm gonna just look it up. Three-part look at the life and career. Really? When's it come out? I gotta scroll through the whole article for this. May 9th! Dude, that's awesome. All right. I got something to look forward to now. I don't look forward to much anymore. Are we all solo players? Nice. Very good. I like Control. It's simple. It scratches that lizard brain part of your brain. Are we gonna see how we stack up? I guess not. All right, this is the best part of the game, man.
No zone
Black screen.
means no victory. Take them and crush your enemies.
See, this emote works for everything.
Zone A.
Okay. Ah, gotcha with my smoke nade.
Zone B, Captain. You have zone advantage. Zone C captured. That's a power play. You took them. Now hold. Zone B lost.
Yep. Sorry. That was good though.
Zone A lost. Enemy has zone advantage.
Ray, is that all you had? Get her?
Zone
Get
B
her!
captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Elite controller, man, I'm telling you. I don't want to find out what's beyond that. Damn. Yeah, that's auto mod, dude, because people go crazy with that shit. It's something I did all my modding work, like, when I first started, and my rules have been the same since.
Zone A, that's a power play. You took them, now hold them.
Gotcha! It's lost. That's I always think of speed when I hear that.
Zone A lost.
Whoa! Ooh! Very nice. Very nice. I was avenged. Thank you. Ooh! Damn! See tomahawk! Dude, that actually kind of startled me. Not gonna lie.
Zone B lost. Enemy has
You know, I still have the Death Sign Ghost Edition. It has the Peter Dinklage ghost in it. I hate when people do that. Yeah, we're getting out of there. I missed the Dinklebot. He was the
5
best.
minutes left.
I think he's still
Keep
up.
it up. Zone B captured. Zone
Okay.
advantage is yours.
Of course, now that I'm roaming. Ah, I should have contested. Shit, I tried to get out. Nice. Nice, got him.
Keep it up. The victory is yours.
Hit.
Zone B lost. Enemy has advantage. Sound tactics bring victory.
Ah!
Zone
Yeah, dude, I would totally, like,
nice work.
totally take it out and everything like that, but it's in the corner, it's behind a bunch of stuff I have displayed. But I ordered that when I was ooh. when I was overnight working at A&E. And it was around Thanksgiving, and Bungie had a sale of sorts. They're like, oh, it's a holiday sale, we're selling other stuff. And I'm like, Ghost Edition developer signed. It was $500. It's the crowning achievement in my entire Destiny collection. But I got Destiny shit all over my desk, man. You guys were here a while ago. You remember what it was like. I got Zer here. Little Zer plushie. I got a Shaxx plushie. He's awesome. These guys are always on my desk. I even have my Hunter with her old shader. It's a, let's see here. It's a Mega Bloks minifigure. Predator's Revenge and the Halo auto rifle. You can see how small it is. But it's all here, man. It's all here. She has her throwing knife. And her smoke grenade at her hip. Cool stuff. Look! Oh my god, dude, it has been a while. My man Vincey, in real life, bro, is hanging out with us here. How the hell have you been? How you doing? It's been a hot minute. You guys missed out on some really good variety. Check out the YouTube. I always post relevant streams to YouTube, usually daily. So check that out on my backlog. A lot of good arcade stuff. We covered Crazy Taxi yesterday. Zer is still around. He always appears... Hold on. At 2 planets. He always appears in the tree in Nessus and in the EDZ in Winding Cove. He's always around between Friday through Monday. They extended it. He's not just weekends anymore. He doesn't leave Sunday morning. He leaves Tuesday morning. So he's around for the entire weekend. And he's good for starter gear, and he sells random rolls, which are usually okay. If you're starting out, he's great. If you're a veteran like I am, and you are, he sells okay stuff. Ooh. Bozage? Nope. Cool, man. Good to hear. Good to hear. Glad you're here.
Move in and take those.
They are your life.
They are your life. Zone C. Enemy claims Zone A.
Ah, tried to jump over him. Was that a melee? Oh no, he got me with a sidearm.
Enemy claims Zone B.
Oh, dude, I shot the... No! I thought I shot the grenade out of his hand. That was awesome.
Numbers, Guardian.
Hold the line! Mine? Oh my god. It's you can't get it anymore. It's steady hands. And once it gets quiet for a moment, I will explain. It's the roll set on it. So essentially, well, I'll explain after the match, but it has really good range and impact, and that's what's important. But this hand cannon is like one of the best in the game, dude. Like, seriously. That's it. Perfect time. That is a nade. I'll go through the perks on this once the match is up. Guys, holding off good. I can't make any progress here because I'm afraid to push too hard.
You captured Zone B. You have advanced.
Oh. Oh. Alright, let's try this.
Only 5 minutes.
I deserve that. Alright. Whoa, nice. Ah, no! Yes! We traded. That was a good trade. I'll take that.
Zone B lost.
Nice. That guy's a good snipe, man. Sentinel shield. Shit. Damn. He's holding the line. Fuck. He keeps looking for me, too. Damn it. I thought I had my... You'll see I crouch at the end there. I thought I had my ability.
Zone C lost. It's power play. Get those zones back. 3 minutes remaining. Zone C captured.
volatile.
I can't wait to see what you do with that. Like a power play. They've almost won.
We're getting stomped, dude. I'm not doing so well here. For you, you and Vic were always known for being really good at sniping. I was always a shotgunner.
For us all.
But I'll explain here. This steady hand is awesome, dude. Like, this, we'll go to,
You've got to hold those.
we'll go to orbit,
Maybe next time.
and I'll explain the weapons I got. But yeah, see, it's starting to scratch that itch, ain't it? Ooh. That's stress? Ah, shit. Whatever. How'd I do there? 1.5. All right, not bad. So let's go to orbit, and I'll show you my loadout here. So this dropped for me, I think, when I was doing Iron Banner back a couple years ago with Beyond Light. But this thing here... Let me just clear through my shit. Okay, I don't need that. All right, so this here, I've killed 1,600 people in a Crucible with it. It essentially has a max range. Well, not max range, but it has a +10 to range. And you can see here, this gives a +5 to range. And then these here are just stability perks. But what makes this really good is snapshot sight, so it immediately flicks to ADS, and it has outlaw. So if you try to reload this thing, it's like snap, flick, load, aim. If you get a precision kill, it's literally instant. It's like... And then I have a targeting acquisition on it. I always do that. And then for Shaira's Wrath, again, 4,566 people killed with this weapon. It has a handling masterwork on it, but this is built for range, as you can see. So if I swap these out here, range goes down to 69. So let's see. If we do these, range goes down to, 59. But this full bore and accurized rounds make this one of the longest reaching SMGs. I wish it had a range masterwork, but this thing has been doing very well. This thing has been doing excellent. I always put targeting adjuster. Of course, I'm a console player with a elite controller here. And then, of course, corrective measure for my heavy. You could go sword or tarantula, which is a linear fusion rifle, or the tractor cannon, which is fucking awesome. But I always go for hand cannon SMG. It's what I feel most comfortable with. But this hand cannon here, you can see the stats on it. Stability and handling, I mean, stability really doesn't matter that much to me. Handling, whatever. This is meant for mid-range engagements. This is mid to close. So I could go far to mid, somewhat far to mid, and then mid to close. So I prefer to keep these weapons on my Hunter. But yeah, dude, the way the gun is set up, it compels you to get precision hits. So you reload quickly, and then I have the little trick in the back of my pocket for hunters, which is the... Which one is it? So yeah, now you have fragments for your super, so you can change how your character and your super behaves. But I have the marksman dodge. It's a quick little strafe that automatically reloads your weapon. You could do gambler's dodge, which restores my melee ability, but I would rather have the instant reload every... I think every 15 seconds I get it. Because... Yeah, it is. It is. But remember this, with hunters, your mobility works for your ability recharge. For titans, it's recovery. No, for titans, it's resilience, I think, and for warlocks, it's recovery. And Season of the Deep is supposed to be pretty good, dude. So I would say, like, if you want to jump in and you're on the fence, like, see how it feels, and Season of the Deep is supposed to be pretty cool. But yeah, there's a lot, dude. It's a lot for Destiny. But again, you're a, I love the way my hunter looks, dude. You're a veteran. We all are veterans. So for you, it'll be easy to dive in. You just got to learn the new stuff. And again, it's not really a lot. It's just a few subtleties to its systems. But I'd say, dude, just install the free-to-play and see how it treats you. Even if you just go free-to-play or free-to-start, you'll be fine. Yeah, see how it treats you, man. And again, if you want to run anything, let me know. Just let me know ahead of time. Yo, you want to run a bit tonight? Sure, why not?
Zone A. Enemy claims Zone C.
I mean, dude, who are you talking with? Come on. But the only thing with this weapon is you have to be precise with it. Otherwise, it's a little hard to use. And there is a fusion rifle that sounds like a rotary phone dialing up. Ah, there were two. I couldn't see him with the grenade. Oh, 9? All right. Let me know, man. Because I don't go to the gym on Wednesdays, and I could do like a night on the weekends, like Friday or something. Just let me know. Because with Maha, I like to spend time with her when she gets home. I don't want to be that husband who's just down here all day. So that's why I stream when I do, because when she comes home, even though we're both potatoes on the couch, I would rather... Okay, I would rather spend time with her, you know what I mean? Because only once she complained I was downstairs too much, and I don't want that to happen too much. Aha, we traded. Take that, Immortal. Daddy, we want to play Destiny together. You should force the girls to play. Like, shut up and sit down and play Destiny! But that, shut up! Oh man, I don't want to play Destiny anymore. Daddy's a maniac. Play Destiny with Daddy! That's exactly how you would sound, too. Play Destiny with Daddy! Play Destiny with Daddy! There we go. That's why don't you play harder? You're a Titan. You're punished for a week for not playing Titan. Oops. Ooh. I'll take it. Nice. Oh God, really? Ugh. Like the lesser of two evils. He was not expecting that. Just fed him a LMG salad. I like this spot. Anybody up there?
Zone A captured. Zone advantage is yours. You blaze a path for the rest of us.
Ooh, lucky.
Zone C captured. Power play. Keep
Whoa,
the
what?
pressure on. I've seen enough. I'm calling.
All right, dude, it was an absolute delight to have you here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Keep me posted. Peace out, bro. I played that shit with Daddy. Lost it again.
Will beyond the crucible.
Daddy, we want to go outside. Play Destiny. Mr. His Airness? What? We're gonna commend these guys here. He was fun. He was first place. Did a 10-hour full speed run on Nier Replicant? Ooh, Replicant was fucking awesome, dude. I remember you recommended that. And I was like, this is fucking amazing. And I remember specifically, you were there when I was going through the third run where I was expecting to have to do everything again. And then the story just flipped the script, and like my head was spinning. I was like, this is fucking cool. Yeah, Replicant was awesome. That was a fun experience. I forgot about that. Automata, potato, patata, automata. That was fucking... And as you know, Yoko Taro is known for like breaking the fourth wall and just going against conventions, and I was delighted by that. That was really cool. I ended up picking that up thanks to Skill Up, who's amazing, by the way. I'm sure you know who he is. Excuse me. But I picked that up because of his review. And I think it was on sale or something. Like Bandai Namco did a sale, or it was being promoted or something, and I picked it up, and I have no regrets. That was awesome. The soundtrack, dude. It's all about the soundtrack. As I've said many times, as I'm streaming through like older and retro stuff, like I would say 95% of all of my favorite games are my favorites, mostly due in part to the soundtrack. Like Super Metroid, Metal Gear Solid, Tekken Tag Tournament, RoboCop versus the Terminator for the Sega Genesis had a stellar soundtrack. I think that was done by Tommy Talarco. He was really good back in the day. The Terminator Sega Genesis game, which was really short, it was what it was, but it was special because it stayed true to the essence of the film and it had that really good soundtrack. Like the opening credits is the exact same thing as the feature film. And it plays out the exact same way. Like the Terminator, the words scroll across the screen and the credits are rolling and it sounds like you're watching the film. And that's hard to say for older consoles because of the limited hardware at the time. You see, like, I understand why people become apprehensive over things like that, but remember, he's a guy he's designing, and like the producers and the publishers, like, you need to do this for what we have in mind, and we hired you to do that. So yes, we can say, oh, Yoko Taro, what the fuck, why are you doing a gacha game? He wasn't the one who set out to say, I want to do a gacha game. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Who knows? But I bet, if I were a true betting man, I think bets are stupid, to be honest. I would say that he's like, hey, I have this really good idea for a Nier game. And the publisher, whoever he was working under, was like, no, you need to do a gacha game. This is what our metrics say. This is what we want. So this is what we're commissioning you to do. I guarantee you. Law. I fought the law and the law won. I fought the law. It's a cool looking shit. And the law won. I would say that whenever I play Tekken and I lost to a really good law player. I fought the law and law won. Oh my god! The internet? So it's only in Japan right now, right? Isn't Sega responsible for that? Who published that? What? I was about to say. Okay, we're going against two-stack. Sega, okay, yeah, they're working on something big, and everybody's saying it might be a live service crazy taxi game. We don't need a live service crazy taxi game. Absolutely not.
Move in and take those zones.
Take those zones, Guardian! And clam dip your way to victory.
Enemy claimed zone.
Oh, he has the cat emote. That's adorable.
Zone C. Enemy claimed zone B.
Yeah, dude, this is really the only exception because it actually works. Like, Bungie, say what you will about Bungie, the developer for this entire franchise. Like, say what you will about them, but it works. It's a fully functional and fully dedicated to live service game. I don't necessarily agree with live service, but when it works, it works. And a lot of people try to capitalize on that. And that's where you see a lot of these failed live service games, because they're trying to do the Bungie thing. And it's not going to work for everything. Whoa, I thought he was to my left. It's not going to work for everything. But this is the true exception to the rule. I would rather go for an old school approach. You purchase it, it's yours. But unfortunately, they don't want us to own anything anymore. It has to be digital. You're purchasing the license. You're not purchasing the game. You're purchasing the license. Ah, should have not contested that. Oh well. Yeah, I know, right? Trust me, that happens a lot. That happens quite a bit. It comes with the territory, you know? I'm not going to contest there. Let's see.
Zone B locked.
Ooh. Medusa and Lucifer? Yeah, he's part of the 2-sec. Alright.
Captured Zone A. You have zone advantage. Zone C locked. Your legend grows.
Oh, that's what she said. Yeah, baby. My legend grows. Yeah. Rrr.
Captured Zone B. Zone advantage is yours.
That's fun to do. 4 trophies away from platinum? Ooh, yeah. You know, that's dedication, man. Getting the fuck out of there. Ah, I tried to slide. God damn it.
Captured Zone C. You have advantage.
Should have known better.
Zone B locked.
Why aren't you going for a blueberry? Hmm? That's why you're not going for that. Ah, damn it!
Zone B captured. You
That was a
have
good trade.
zone advantage.
Good aim.
Zone B locked. You captured Zone A. You have advantage. What can stop you? Fight together. Nothing. 3 minutes remain. Zone C lost.
Hmm? Hit.
Zone C lost.
Come on, come up. Ah! Nice. How many hours have you devoted to getting your platinums?
That shuts them down. That final push and victory is yours. One minute. Working on now.
Nice. He tried to play me on that.
Zone B lost. All over. Will I sing now? And I never sing.
Ah! Good. Oh, nice, dude. Very nice. That's respectable. I love when I hear things like that. That's really cool.
10 seconds. Take this.
Gotcha.
Zone enemy lost. Power. The enemy has your zone. Overtime.
Oh, shit! Ah, damn it! I gave that up.
This time.
Shit. That was a good game, man.
You've got to hold those zones.
Yeah, Destiny is the only live service exception that I have played the most. I do hate the fact that it's server-based, but it plays very well, so... Oh, that's right! I forgot about that. Nice. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. I do like, in Automata, how you could spend credits to buy achievements. I thought that was nice. That's how I got my 1,000. I didn't care. I'm like, I just want them. But that, yeah, that was good. I when I think about it, I get like little flashes. I get little flashes to gameplay and like scenarios and stuff. Great fucking game. When something leaves a lasting impression on you, you know it's good. Why are we hanging here? Okay, there we go. The game knew. So we'll go for another couple of matches. We'll stop at 4:30. Either that, or just emulate the originals. Do I even have that on my PC here? Let's see. PlayStation 2. Yep, I have Drakengard 1 and 2. Drakengard is 4.2, 4.3 gig. No, just under 4.3. Drakengard 2 is 4.2 gigs. I have 137 PS2 games documented. The original Yakuza, SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain, Katamari, which is phenomenal. War of the Monsters is great. The Warriors! A lot of Gundam games, all the Mortal Kombat games, a lot of stuff. I mean, dude, if you have a reasonably beefy PC, even a modest PC, like, you could still run a majority of, like, I would say PS2 and prior games. Look into it. I mean, I have everything documented on, like, a binder of CDs. Squeenix. Remember when it was just Squaresoft back in the day? And then Enix was by itself. Now it's Bandai, Namco, Bandai, Bandai, Namco. When Namco was just Namco, dude. Back in the arcades and the PlayStation 1 era, that's when they were the cream of the crop. Now it's, well, we know how it is now. Come on, we need one more person. Why is this taking so long? A day in the life of a Destiny player. We're in orbit a lot. If you go to Time Wasted with Destiny and look me up, I have a lot of hours in this, and especially in Destiny 1, but I would say a good 25% of all of my playtime is in orbit. They're trying to appeal, and I keep my ear to the ground when it comes to gaming news, and it's all about how the regulatory body said cloud gaming is the future and we don't want a monopoly. I'm not in the right space to properly talk about this, but I will say, if you have regulatory bodies, and it's all a red tape politics game, if you are concerned that Microsoft is going to have a monopoly, then look at Sony's dominance in Japan. Same difference, right? Or you look at how all of these big companies, Microsoft, more Microsoft and Sony than Nintendo, but should we frown upon Nintendo's dominance in the handheld market? Well, we can't regulate that because Nintendo's going to dominate. Like, it's going to happen either way, man. It's all just red tape and politics, and it's bullshit. It's all bullshit. Like everybody said when VR was brand new, it was going to be the future, right? VR is a niche. It's a niche market. It's a niche market. It's a niche market. You know? But that's the thing with gaming. There's something for everybody everywhere. It doesn't matter who owns what. You could own all the companies in the world, you'll still put out shit. But they're like, oh, well, cloud gaming's the future. I doubt that, man. I mean, yeah, we'll connect to something, but we're still going to have consoles. For the longest time, people said consoles were dead, right? And I'm playing 90% of my time on, actually a 97.5% of my time on my Xbox. It's what I prefer as a consumer. I don't like saying that. Like my viewers. No, it's my audience, man. Once you start saying things in particular, people will start slanting their opinion on it. Call me Warp. Good spread. But who knows? All we can do is just hope for the best and possibly expect the worst.
Show your enemy this place belongs to you now.
This place belongs to me now. Looks like we're gonna push for B.
Enemy claims Zone C. Zone A, you captured Zone B. Zone advantage is yours.
I was sloppy. Dude, really? I need a Vex Mythoclast. That was... I had a free kill on that, and I was still sloppy.
Zone C captured. That's a power play. You took them. Now hold them.
Have you... Dude, what the fuck?
Zone A captured. Power play. Keep the pressure on.
Come on, dude. I really hate when this happens. I hate it both ways. I mean, yay, I win, great, but, this is not fair to the two guys on the other team. Like, what the hell?
This is amazing. Together as one. I love it.
Thank you!
I've seen enough. I'm calling this one. Victory is all I ask. Good.
And you see, with you saying that, you like to own your own games. That's why I'm huge into emulation. It's a form of games preservation that is as pure as you could get. You don't have to worry about logging into a service.
More like
You don't have to worry about it having a timer and it's going to expire one day and you won't be able to play it again. No, it is... Damn. True and true, harkening back to the way gaming should be. A publisher or developer or whomever offers a title. It's there for you to do what you want to with it. You want to purchase it, you want to stream it, whatever. That's fine. But it's like buying a car. Like, well, the way now it's not the same way. Back the way it used to be. You bought a car, now it's yours to own. You know, maintain it, whatever. That's your call. But the way it is now, like Destiny, like I could purchase Forsaken, I could purchase Shadowkeep, and now they're gone. They literally took it away from us. We purchased it to play and own. We can't do that. And even though I've purchased all this stuff, in Destiny 2, it's a digital receipt. I love this game to pieces, man, but it's like I equally love it. I wouldn't say equally hate it, but I equally love it and equally disagree with it. What's to say that I spent $70 for collecting reasons on Forsaken with the Cade statue and the actual, you know, cellophane wrapped game, which I'm staring at right now. I never open it, and I bought it digitally. I cannot access that anymore. What's wrong with that? Back in the day, Sega Genesis, NES, Super Nintendo, PlayStation, Sega Saturn. I'm sticking to earlier generations because that was before all this DLC shit. GameCube. Game Boy Advance. Not Switch. Nintendo DS, the original DS. You bought the cartridges or the CDs, they were yours. Not necessarily the case anymore. Yes, you have physical releases, but they are immediately irrelevant on day one between all of the patches, licenses, and DLC that you have to purchase for this game. Because the way it works, if you think about it psychologically, you don't own the whole game, you're missing out. Fear of missing out. It's a huge thing these days. Oh, I gotta log into Destiny real quick, you know, because I gotta pick up the shader that's not gonna be available next week. What's wrong with that? Live service games, patches, updates, DLC, they all have their places. But we physically don't own those anymore, and I find that a huge problem. Even if I was to purchase a physical Xbox One game, 90% of it is online based. You own a placeholder. What's wrong with that? I don't agree with that. It's the way of it. It's something we have to deal with, but it's something I highly disagree with and despise mostly. Like, I refuse to support Nintendo with the way they handle their communities and whatever. I absolutely refuse to support them.
I know you can fight, but can you hold territory?
Absolutely refuse to support Nintendo.
enemy claimed Zone C.
Woo! That's the day!
Captured Zone B. Zone advantage is yours.
That's the second guy. Second time that guy tried to shoot him.
Zone advantage.
Roll with the teammates. That is the underlying rule.
Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours. Zone B lost. Zone A captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Ah, there was two. Fuck. That was a good setup, too. Yeah, and you know, Microsoft is banking on that. And that's fine as a business rule. Business-wise, that makes sense. But what is it doing to gaming as a whole? The problem with gaming today is it's highly disposable. We are consuming content. We're not consuming games anymore.
Captured Zone B.
Exactly.
Have advantage.
Exactly. And that fosters mediocrity. And I don't agree with that. Like, dude, back in the day when games were released, that was it.
Zone A lost. Have advantage.
I mean, I'll take the kill, but why, dude?
That's why we have fire teams. Captured Zone C. Power play. Keep the pressure on.
Pickle Rick. I love these Xbox Live names, man. They're so funny. Good defend. Back up, back up.
Zone A lost. That shut them down.
That was a nice shot.
Zone A captured. Power play. Keep the pressure on. Zone C lost.
Ooh. Got one, but the other one got me. I'll take it.
Zone B lost.
The Graviton
Enemy
Lance.
has advantage. Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Yeah, he wasn't expecting the two of us. Just the two of us. We could make it if we tried. Just the two of us. You and I. Ooh. Ooh, I don't like those nades, dude. Dude, why are you just standing there? I'll kill you, but why?
Seen enough. I'm calling this one.
That's a spot?
Victory is all I ask.
No way! But that's the problem with gaming today, dude, is it's all easily consumed content that kind of becomes meaningless. You know, you have your standouts, most notably indie games. I don't like using the term AAA anymore. That has lost its luster. We're pretty much done today. It's 4:30. You know, AAA gaming, I think that's a bygone era, dude. Like, what is AAA gaming, really? It's a bygone era, dude. Because now, again, it's all about that easy consumption. Just churning out content and content, just feeding it all. People consume it. People buy it. That's why gaming is highly profitable today, because it's a continuous content pipeline. Right? Think about that. It's true. I say this all the time. Back then, you had people sit down with producers and they're like, look, I have this idea. This is what it's going to be. This is my vision. I believe in it. And I think people will too. And you could say that with filmmakers, musicians and artists, musicians and artists, and, game producers. They sat down and they're like, hey, look, check this out. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. This is my vision. I want to go for it. And people will like it because it's popular. Great. Go for it. Now? Forget it. Give me my rewards. Ooh, this one might be good. Let's see. Offhand strike. Ooh. This one, let's see, that's a 63 range, Vorpal, Hot Shot, SWAT Shot! Final Blows build and store charges, which allow you to swap and set us up in a fast. These are bad rolls, dude. Outlaw, Focus Fury, ooh. We're gonna hold on to this one. I love that shader. All right, we'll post that and Orpheus Rig since I won't use it. Okay.
Welcome back.
Another Taraxipos!
Please, Guardian. It's busy.
Sure. Rhythmic physical expression.
Alright, my friends, that is it for today. We'll get back to some more retro-oriented stuff tomorrow. I'm just doing it on the fly. Lurk, it is always a pleasure to have you, my friend. Don't be too much of a stranger. And again, keep us posted with your 3D prints. You know I love seeing that stuff. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe. Be warm and well-fed, my friends. I actually took that from True Vanguard, but I truly hope that is the case for y'all. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Be safe. Catch you soon.